Before setting the score and the lives, to make the game more interesting, I'm going to give some sounds. Okay, so first what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and see what sounds we already have. So I'm in the fish code for the fish. I'm going to go inside the sounds. Okay, and then I'm going to go and bring two sounds inside. So choose a sound. Okay, first I'm going to choose a sound called glug. There's a sound called glug. Okay, this gives an ocean sound like a water dropping. So I'm going to bring this sound. So I see glug here. And the other sound which I'm going to bring is eating sound. The shark eats the fish. So the eating sound, I'm going to go choose a sound and I'm going to bring the eating sound. It's called chomp. Okay, chomp. So I'm going to bring this sound. So I got two sounds here, glug and chomp. Now I come back to the code. Where should I put the glug sound is when this one goes and touches here without touching the shark. Okay, touches here. So that this position here, this where I put the sound. So I go to the sounds, then I bring this start sound, I put it here, and I say glug. So here, when it directly touches the edge, it's going to hear the sound glug, and when it touches the shark, it's going to hear the sound chomp. So I'm going to put the sound chomp here. Okay. So whenever it touches the shark, it's going to get the sound chomp, like that it's being eaten. So now after I do this, I just need to now put the score and the lives. Okay, so I'm going to go and create two new variables. So I go to orange button variables, I click on make a variable, and I'm going to create a variable called score, and this is for all the sprites. This is a global variable, you have to keep selected for all the sprites. Click OK. So now you see a new variable called score has come. Now we create another variable, again go inside make variable, click on make a variable. The other variable which we create is called lives. So I'm going to create, this is also for all the sprites, it's again a global variable. So I click OK. So on lives, I'm going to drag this with my mouse and put it on the other side. This has got nothing to do with functionality. This is just for it to look neater that I'm putting it here. So once this goes here, what I need to do is I have two lives, two variables. I need to set the variables, and always the setting of the variables is usually done on the first sprite which you have. So I'm going to say right at the beginning when the flag is clicked, I just bring this button here, set the variable. Okay, this button is called set the variable, which is done at the beginning. So I put it right under when flag clicked. I say set score. First I set the score. I set the score to 0. So beginning of the game, the score is 0. So I'm setting the score to 0. The next one I bring is set lives to. Okay, set lives to. I'm going to give 5 lives. Okay, I'm going to give 5 lives. So set the number of lives to 5. You can have 3 lives, 10 lives, how many ever lives you want in the game. You can have it, no problem. Now, after doing this, I come back to the fish. Now I need to change the score. We have set the variables. We need to now change the variables, the score and the lives. So when will the score change? So if the shark eats a fish, okay, you get a point. The shark eats the fish, you get a point. So where does the shark eat the fish? Here. If touching shark. Okay, so this will give you a point. So here I'm going to go and say change score by 1. Okay, so every time the shark eats a fish, you're going to get a point. Now, if the fish escapes the shark and goes here directly, you're going to lose a point. Okay, so you're going to lose a life actually. So I'm going to go here and say change lives by -1. Because lives is already 5, it has to decrease. So I'm going to say change lives by -1. So this is going to decrease the number of lives. Okay, so now what will happen is if I play the game now, the lives will decrease, the score will increase. But what will happen? The game cannot end because we have not put a condition where we say that when the lives become 0, the game has to get over. So the lives is going to go into negative. So to make the game over, we have to bring a new sprite, which is the game over sprite. So how do you bring a game over sprite? We are going to paint a new sprite. We have to create our own sprite for this. Okay. So how are we going to do that? I'm going to go and hover on this button. Don't click. Okay. Just hover on this button and come up. You will see a paint. Okay. The second one here, which is the looks like a paintbrush. Go and click on this paint button. You will see a new this one opening, costume opening, which has got nothing here. The sprite is also empty. Okay. You'll get one like this. In this, first normally it will be selected here. This is the select tool. Okay, this is where you will be. Now you have to come and click on this T button. T is the text button. So if you come and click on this, this is going to turn blue. After clicking here, you come and click directly on the screen. Okay, directly clicking on the screen is going to give you, a cursor here, so you can type. So I'm going to type here game over. So after typing game over, if I want to move this or make this big, again come and click back on the select tool. Okay, come and click on the select tool. If you click on select tool, you will see one blue color round box coming over the game one which you have written. Just hover on this, drag it. Okay, just go to any of the corner, you will be able to drag it, make it as big as you want. Okay, big, small, anything you can do. Everything you have to be on the select tool. After you do this, you have to come and align it to the center. You see this center button here is called the crosshair. Okay, so I'm going to drag this and then bring it in the center, and if you bring it near, it will just align. Okay, so come and align this somewhere near the center. And then if you want to change the color of game over, again select tool. Okay, it has to be selected. Go here. Once you have the blue color round on this, go here and change the color. Put a lighter color, because that is what is going to be seen on the screen. See here, purple is not seen. So if I make this green, click outside, it's easily visible on the screen. So I'm going to say game over. This is our game over sprite. This is how you create your own sprite. Okay, so after this, come back outside on the code. Okay, come back outside. Now you see this sprite is called sprite 1. I'm going to rename this sprite. So how do I rename? I just go and change the name here. I'm going to call it the game over sprite. Okay, this is the game over sprite. So I'm going to write a code in this game over sprite now. Okay, I'm going to say when the flag is clicked, okay, right at the beginning of the game, when the flag is clicked, it's in events, this game over should be hidden. I should not see the game over when the flag is clicked. So I'm going to say go to looks and bring the hide button. I'm going to say when the flag is clicked, I want to hide the game over. Okay, and then I'm going to test the condition, and when I say condition, I'm going to test the condition forever. So I go to control, I bring the forever button, and then I bring the if then button. So in the if then button, I'm going to bring the lesser than operator. Okay, the lesser than operator. I go to variables and I say if my lives become less than 1. So I'm going to type here 1. Okay, what does less than 1 mean? When the lives become 0, -1, -2, and so on. So the lives, anytime it becomes less than 1, okay, what I want to do is I want to show this game over sprite. Okay, I want to show. So I go to looks and I say show the sprite. Okay, you're writing here. So this sprite is going to be shown. And then after game over sprite shows, I want to stop everything in the game. The entire game has to completely stop. So for that, I go to events and I go to control, and in control I'm going to find a block called stop all. Okay, stop all. I'm just going to go and put it right under show button. So what am I saying? I'm going to stop everything after the game over sprite comes. Okay, so now your game is finished. Now let's just try playing the game. I'm going to click this. It's going to come and you have to try and eat the fish. Now I'm going to also increase the number of fishes, because otherwise it makes it very easy to play. Yeah, so this is how you play this game. And last one final step, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to duplicate the fish. So you have already written the code of the fish. You just right click on the fish and you duplicate, and you can make 3 fishes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 fish. So now what is going to happen? I'm going to play the game. Okay, and then I have to eat all the fish. If I'm going to miss the fish, I'm going to lose my life. It's not easy. So see, the game gets over after some time. Okay, so this is the monster fish game, and this is how you create it. Thank you.